doing?
Hey yo, it's your girl Tunes. I'm back. When it comes to the Boondocks, there's no shortage of characters who make us laugh, shake our heads, or just outright frustrate us. Sarah Dubois, Tom's wife, is one of those characters who falls into the latter category for me. She's complicated, layered, and at times downright infuriating. But when we dig into Sarah and her relationship with Tom, it says a lot about gender roles, interracial relationships, and societal expectations. So let's talk about Sarah and Tom and why their marriage always feels like it's driving off the edge of a cliff. Let's not sugarcoat it. Sarah Dubois has a type, and it's black men.
You know what they say. Once you go black, you're gonna need a wheelchair.
Hey, Latrell.
She married Tom, a soft-spoken and kind-hearted black attorney who's about as far from a thug stereotype as you can get.
What the fuck is you typing for, Keisha? We thugs, we can't be on no TV. You tell me. I can't wait to get my hands on this food. Come on out, cuz!
On the surface, that's not a bad thing. Love is love, right?
Right.
Wrong!
But Sarah's attraction to Tom doesn't seem to come from a genuine appreciation of who he is as a person. You see what I mean? Instead, it feels like she settled for Tom because he was safe and reliable and gave her the stability she wanted. But deep down, Sarah seems drawn to a different type of black man, the assertive, confident, and hyper-masculine archetype. We see this in episodes like Tom, Sarah, and Usher and Pretty Boy Flizzy, where Sarah openly flirts with other men.
You are so interesting.
I'm fine.
Really?
Absolutely. I'm fine. Totally fine.
Her attraction to Usher, for example, isn't just about his celebrity status. It's about the energy and dominance he exudes. This is your girl Tunes. There's nothing wrong with having a celebrity crush, but if you have a partner in a committed relationship, you might want to tone that down because they might side-eye you like, dude, I'm right here. When Tom tries to confront Usher, Sarah doesn't back him up or shut Usher down. Instead, she stands by, almost amused, leaving Tom to look weak and humiliated. This pattern makes it hard to ignore the idea that Sarah fetishizes black men. It's like she loves the idea of being with a black man, but gets frustrated when her husband doesn't live up to the expectations of what a black man should be. Big giveaway, that's a big old red flag. And it's part of why their relationship often feels so toxic. Sarah's attraction to black men is a reoccurring theme in the show, subtly suggesting that her interest in Tom may be influenced by fetishization rather than genuine love. While her feelings for Tom appear sincere, moments throughout the series reveal her unspoken dissatisfaction with his personality, particularly his softness and lack of assertiveness. This dissatisfaction often manifests in her attraction to stereotypical dominant or alpha black men, creating a wedge in their relationship. Her actions, though not technically cheating, still side-eyeing you, undermine Tom's self-esteem and exacerbate the tension in their marriage. I believe to this day that she got clapped by Barack Obama. She did go to his inauguration. Why are we not talking about that?
Where is your wife? She's in, D.C. There was a problem or something with a ticket, so we only had one, and I let her have it. Are you afraid your wife will have lusty sex with Barack Obama?
Yes.
Tom's softness is one of his defining traits, and honestly, it's not a bad thing. As a black man, Tom challenges the stereotypes of aggression and hypermasculinity that society places on black men. But Sarah doesn't seem to appreciate this side of him. She wants Tom to be more dominant and assertive, and while that's a valid desire in a marriage, the way she goes about it is problematic.
That's the problem, Tom. I don't want to tell you what to do. I want you to do what I want you to do, but because you want to do it.
What?
Me, set me, told me, bite me.
His personality is shaped by his fear of danger, failure, humiliation, and being anally raped in prison, which often makes him the target of ridicule in the show.
Drop the soap again?
But what if we get caught? We'll get arrested and anally.
Just smoking a joint. You want a hit?
Yeah, right. You guys can go to jail and get anally if you want. File sharing is a crime, and I'm not gonna be anally so you can listen to Usher. You don't want to know what they'll do to me in jail.
They'll you. That's what they're gonna do.
No anal.
No anal.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Also make him ill-equipped to handle Sarah's desire for excitement and assertiveness. In the Pretty Boy Flizzy episode, we see Sarah throwing her frustrations at Tom in the most dismissive ways. She puts him down in front of their daughter, calls him boring, and even flirts with Flizzy right in front of him.
Well, I can change that in a hurry.
It's like she's punishing him for not being the kind of man she fantasizes about. The worst part, Tom tries so hard to please her, but nothing he does seems good enough. However, the episode also highlights Sarah's flaws, as Pretty Boy Flizzy points out that her dissatisfaction may stem from her being boring just as much as Tom is.
Your wife doesn't like me better. You guys are both just boring as
Yup.
Let's not forget the time that Tom got possessed by the spirit of Stink Meter and he was tossing her around like a rag doll.
Oh, Tom!
Oh yeah! I'm gonna make you do what it do!
We see Sarah suddenly light up with excitement. She loves the newfound dominance in Tom, even though it's a demon controlling him. That tells us a lot about what she wants from him. It's not that she hates his softness, it's that she doesn't respect it. Sarah isn't a terrible person, but she's far from being a perfect wife. Her habit of flirting with other men crosses boundaries, and her lack of support for Tom when he's struggling is disappointing. For example, Tom has a deeply rooted fear of going to prison and being assaulted, which is played for laughs in the show, but is a serious trauma for him. Instead of helping him work through that fear, Sarah often brushes it off or gets annoyed by how it impacts their lives.
You know, Tom, this whole anal thing is really causing both of us to miss out on a lot in life.
At the same time, Sarah isn't entirely to blame for their marriage problems. Tom has his flaws too. He's uptight, overly cautious, and struggles to loosen up or take charge when it matters the most. But the thing is, marriage is supposed to be a partnership, and Sarah doesn't seem to meet Tom halfway. Instead, she pushes him further into his insecurities by comparing him, whether directly or indirectly, to other men. Another layer of Sarah and Tom's relationship is the fact that they're an interracial couple. Interracial relationships come with their own set of challenges, and the Boondocks doesn't shy away from addressing that. Not to be a PSA, but you can date whoever you want in this life, whether it's in your own race or outside of it. Sarah's attraction to black men could be seen as progressive, but the way it's portrayed in the show often feels more like a fetish. It's frustrating to see Sarah treat Tom like he's not black enough for her. This kind of thinking plays into harmful stereotypes about what it means to be a black man, and it undermines Tom's identity and worth. It's also a slap in the face to the idea that black men can be diverse and multidimensional.
Is that it? Is that why she's lost interest?
Of course. You're dull as Tom. You dress like your hair looks like you got no flash, no swag.
Despite all their issues, I don't think Tom and Sarah's marriage is beyond saving. Sarah does show moments of genuine care and love for Tom, but for their marriage to work, they both need to change. Tom needs to work on his confidence and assertiveness, not to become someone he's not, but he needs to stand up for himself more and his needs. Meanwhile, Sarah needs to confront her own biases and stop expecting Tom to fit into her narrow idea of what a black man should be. She also needs to respect the boundaries of their marriage and stop flirting with other men.
Well, I mean, it's no secret that me and Tom have had some problems in the past with our relationship.
But why? Why'd you have to do that? We didn't ask. Shawty, we didn't ask.
I just think it's about time we had a president who is smart and tall, and charming, and strong, and fit.
Just like your hubby?
This isn't about you, sweetie.
Hurt and traumatized. Disgusted.
Here are my final thoughts. Sarah and Tom's relationship is a hot ass mess, but it's a mess that reflects real life struggles. It forces us to think about the complexities of marriage, gender roles, and interracial dynamics. As frustrating as Sarah can be, she's a reminder that relationships take work and that both partners need to grow and compromise for them to thrive. At the end of the day, Tom deserves a partner who loves and respects him for who he is, not for who they want him to be. Sarah needs to figure out whether she's willing to put in the work to truly appreciate the man she chose to marry. Not, maybe it's time for both of them to pack it up and find happiness elsewhere.
Please come home. Please. I have cake. You ready for some Sarah cake?
And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more shipping topics. And I'm happy to be back after 11 days of posting nothing. And I will see you all next time. Bye!